Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ahsoka. Episode 2, where I'm rolling straight on. I just finished recording the last episode. It was pretty good. I'm not fully sold on it yet. It was pretty slow, and they're being a little bit lazy with the villains by just introducing them by using what worked for villains like Vader and Maul and stuff, and not really doing that much to set them apart or make them actually scary. Like, I'm interested enough with them and with the inclusion of the Sisters of Dathomir that, you know, I'm curious to see what direction it takes, and it's enough to keep me engaged. I don't want to have too much of a pre-ramble because I want to get in and watch the second episode. Sabine just got stabbed, which, oh no, cliffhanger, is she gonna die? No, she's not. She's literally on the thumbnail of the next episode. So, you know, she's lightsaber immune, I guess. She can get stabbed, that's fine. I'm not a fan of Sabine being force sensitive and becoming a Jedi. I think that's a little bit contrived and falls into the Star Wars trap of you can't have cool characters without being force sensitive. And I think Sabine as a Mandalorian is so much cooler than Sabine as a Jedi because Mandalorians are cooler than Jedi. And I stand by that. I'm ready to get into watching episode 2. Let's go! They have a much more ominous feel to it than other shows, which definitely suits the vibe of like uncovering the ruins of the past and searching for something lost. Chakra Bacta, she'll be fine.
There were two galaxies, and then a pathway.
Is a different galaxy interesting?
Where did the?
You need my help.
Not if you're dead.
You've done enough.
Ooh, the worst phrase to hear from a mentor figure. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, the blue and the red, that's gorgeous. That was nice timing with the wind on her hair, I gotta say. Pretty. Oh, was that a Purgle? There was a shadow in the cloud there. I want to see her be bouncy, because Ahsoka was always bouncy in Clone Wars. What's this little fella's name? He's been in it enough, he needs a name. Who's that? Why am I seeing legs?
I was hoping you were still.
Lothal has Coruscant vibes, and I kind of don't like that.
The head will explode.
Nice.
Explode.
Calm your circuits. I can pull the plug before it gets to that.
I'm gonna add some stakes to it.
Somewhere else.
I say go for it.
Because you're a hologram.
There's no time to really.
Not yet.
She knows what she's doing.
Oh, wait.
Ugh.
After the rebellion.
Anyone check on that?
I'll meet you there. Get going. Heard her. She doesn't want my help. Yes, she does.
Yeah, she does. She's just been hurt a lot.
Get some rest.
I'm wondering if Hera's and Kanan's kid is in this. Because they had a kid at the end of Rebels, right?
People from a distant galaxy.
Interesting. So we are getting another galaxy.
Would you like to see it?
She didn't even need to twist it. She could just wave her hand over it and it unlocked. That's a neat trick. Cool. Lots of different galaxies. Those are definitely Purgle around the edge. Maybe that's their home?
Vanished.
Oh.
Pathway dependent.
Some call it that.
And Ezra is there as well,
Children of the
probably.
Jedi
And
Temple
he's
from
been
it,
alone.
because of old stories, fairy tales.
Across time and space.
Time as well, interesting. I guess time travel does kind of exist.
The threads of fate do not lie.
That's how Ahsoka's still alive right now. Watch it be like Earth
The Eye of Sion
Modern
is on
day.
its way here.
and
Make
like
sure that everything is ready for its arrival.
Ezra and
Morok will
Thrawn
complete
just
his task.
got zapped forward in time by the Purgle to our galaxy, and we're just hanging out on Earth for the last couple of years. Can't quite get a read on those two yet.
Power. Such as you'd never dreamed.
Ooh,
Go to Corellia.
she liked that.
Assist Morok with the final transport.
Who's Marok? The name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if it actually is. Is this where Han came from? Because he grew up. Was it Corellia? I can't remember exactly. We've definitely been here before, though. Either in Solo or in either in Solo or in Mandalorian. We've been here.
Dissolved and redistributed, including those held by Morgan.
Were they though? Chopper! Hey!
This was one of Morgan's facilities. She said,
Don't you worry about their loyalty?
not at all. The average worker doesn't care about the
Yeah.
nuances of galactic politics.
They just want to get
They
paid.
have loyalty so long as they're
Yeah.
paid. My loyalty is to my investors.
He did not
I'll leave the
answer the
politics.
question. Who's investing, my guy?
Looks like connecting with Sabine paid off.
Hera.
Until she lost the map.
Herod's doing the mum thing.
Which doesn't do us a lot of good if we don't have it.
Oh, Ahsoka.
She got us here.
Why are you so sad now? Well, I know why, but
Maybe we're both past that.
it's just making me sad because
I think she could use some
she's
structure.
changed so much from when she was a kid.
So could you.
She's not.
She used to be so happy.
What makes someone ready?
You just know.
Right.
So do they.
I don't know if that's a good, necessarily a good way to go about things. Sometimes you need to push people beyond what they think they can do. Man, Star Wars medicine is pretty impressive, really.
Ezra's lightsaber.
Ah, I thought it looked familiar.
And by all
If you could have unlocked the map yourself, would Ahsoka have come here?
irrelevant.
It's very relevant.
Logical.
Wasn't he that character voiced by David Tennant in the show? I feel like I just got a flash of David Tennant there, and now I'm gonna have to look at the credits and see if he's
It doesn't matter.
voiced by David Tennant.
That much is true.
Oh, now I can't
Thanks.
unhear it.
I have known many Padawans over the centuries. All
Now I can't unhear it. It's just David Tennant. Anyway, he confirmed that she
the
was
only
force
time you are
sensitive,
wasting
which
is your own.
there was no indication of that in the show from memory. So why are we throwing that in?
The New Republic Defense Fleet isn't building anything that big. What class of starship are they for?
Let's see.
Hera's going ship nerd. Good for her.
No.
I believe it is departing on that transport.
Uh-oh.
Stop that
Uh-oh.
Clear for departure.
There she goes. Bouncy, you can jump that. Come on, Ahsoka. I've seen you do more bigger jumps than that. Oh, that's a cool suit of armor. Chopper! It looks like a knight, and it's very cool. I like it. Yeah, I'm not vibing with the choreography in this so far.
Turn to port.
I don't think it's gonna return to port. Yeah, use him as a shield. That's good. That is cool armor. He's got an Inquisitor lightsaber. That's interesting.
Port City. Just ready a tracking device.
Chopper's like, and?
This time.
Oh, this is so flashy, and for what? What are these spins achieving?
Your stuff. Did you look under the backup battery?
Yes, you did. I love how you can just understand what Chopper's saying.
Hyperspace as soon as they clear the atmosphere.
Nice. Got it. Just in time. I love Chopper so much.
I'm here.
Yes. Mandalorian time. Let's go. This is where you belong. Mandalorian's so much cooler. Look at her laying it all out so the cosplayers can have a good look at it. I'm not gonna cosplay her. When I do a Mandalorian, I'm gonna do my own Mandalorian. But whew. Oh, that is a nice helmet. I feel like it's had a repaint since we saw it in Rebels. Because it was more purple than red. A helmet. That must be a really sharp knife, because cutting hair that easily
How can they still be loyal to the Empire?
Because the Empire provided stability for 20 years.
It's not loyalty. It's greed.
That too. There she is.
I'm ready.
Suited up. Mandalorian. I really should rewatch Rebels. I hope we see him. I hope he comes back. It's been so long. Okay. Oh, she's... Ooh, interesting. She's opening up again. There we go. What are they? I guess they're building something so that they can go through hyperdrive to another galaxy. Because if you don't have Purgles, then that will take a lot of effort. It's like a giant hyperspace ring that the Jedi used. Oh, that's a cool hologram.
Installation.
And Ezra. And Ezra.
The sooner the better.
And Ezra.
The appearance
I
of
want to
Ahsoka
see
Tano on
him.
Corellia troubles you.
Oh,
We made a
interesting.
clean escape. She couldn't have trapped us here.
That's what you
Really?
think.
Her presence in the Force is elusive. Yet her determination is vivid.
Yeah, it is.
She's coming.
And that's it. There we go. Tennant. I mean, it absolutely was David Tennant. Once I heard it, I was like, oh, this is David Tennant. And he's putting on he's hiding his accent, so he sounds like the Doctor. Yeah, there we go. David Tennant. Okay. It's like through the whole, like I didn't even notice it until the end of that episode. And he said something that I was like, that sounds like David Tennant. And then I remembered that his character in the Clone Wars was voiced by David Tennant. And then I just couldn't unhear it. Episode 2, we're into it now. We're gonna go get Thrawn and my boy Ezra, please. I want to see how he's doing. It's been so long. He's been alone for years. How is my boy? Other than that, yeah, it was I mean, again, it's like kind of still mid-level for me. It's setting up some fun things, and if they do Thrawn right, then I think this will be a really good series. So far, I'm liking what they've put in place with Ahsoka. I appreciate that they're kind of drawing attention to the fact that she is quite closed off, and she is quite quick to leave. And they're kind of highlighting those things that are different in her character than when she was a teenager, which is how most people know her character. or at least how I know her character, and like that's what I think of when I think of Ahsoka is Clone Wars. And this Ahsoka is so different, but you know, it's 30 years later. She's been through the Purge. She's been through the Empire's 20-year reign. She's been through Anakin and Vader. She's lost pretty much everyone that she cares about. And she's closed off because of that, and I think I like it. I wasn't so sure because she felt so different to Clone Wars Ahsoka, but I do think I like the direction that they're taking her in. Not so sure about Sabine. The actress does her beautifully. Like, I think she does a better job at matching Sabine than Rosario Dawson does. But again, she's playing a 30 years older character than Clone Wars Ahsoka. But Sabine being Force sensitive, I just, again, it's like, it's this trap that Star Wars always falls into, where either you're talking about the Skywalkers, or your characters need to be Force sensitive. And I don't want every single character to be Force sensitive and to be a Jedi. Sabine is so cool as a Mandalorian, and I don't want her arc to be accepting that she's going to be a Jedi and she's going to train and use a lightsaber or whatever. I'm hoping that because she's using Ezra's lightsaber, that means that when Ezra comes back, he will take his lightsaber back and Sabine will fully embrace being a Mandalorian again. Which, again, like, it seems silly that she's doing this Jedi thing because she is a Mandalorian. That being said, Jedi Mandalorian would be kind of cool because Jedi and Mandalorian are traditionally big enemies. What else? The villains. Morgan seems just like the stereotypical evil lady in charge so far. Interested in her connection to the Night Sisters. The other two, I'm still getting a read on. Was it Balin and Shin, I think? Balin and Shin, I think. I hope. I hope I got that right. But yeah, they're interesting. Another fallen Jedi. He seems to be the classic fallen Jedi looking for power trope so far. But I think she's the one that they're focusing on as the Padawan. And I guess maybe her arc will parallel Sabine somewhat, since they're both taking the Padawan role. So yeah, and potentially Ahsoka's arc will parallel Balin's arc. I want to see Ezra. That's just what I'm holding out for. They've cast him. He was in it. Maybe? But I think the big thing for me going into the next couple of episodes is Thrawn. Because if they do Thrawn justice and right, then this will be a really good show. I haven't read the Thrawn books. They are ones that I should read at some point because I've heard they're really good. But I think I have some idea of what kind of character he can be, and he was done very well in Rebels, I think. So if they pull him off well and make him a, you know, intimidating enough character that can carry the presence he needs to, then I think the show will potentially be one of the best on Disney Plus. Well, Star Wars, I should say. Which, to be fair, isn't that difficult, because Disney has not been great. Like, Mandalorian is fun, but it's a bit all over the place. Obi-Wan I enjoyed, but is very forgettable, and it didn't really stand out that much. Andor is probably the best so far. And Bad Batch is just Clone Wars 2, and again, I'm having fun with it, but none of it is grabbing me like Clone Wars did. But that could also be because I watched Clone Wars when I was like 12, and the shows that capture you when you're 12 are the ones that stick with you. I think that's about all that I have to say on this episode. The next one will be up as soon after the next episode drops as I can get. Hopefully our mouse overlords are nice to me and don't copyright strike these episodes. I might have to do some stuff in editing to the image to attempt to prevent that. So anyway, that will do it from me. I'll see you next week. Grab a drink, get a snack, go for a walk, take a nap, go do something else, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!